following podcast contains possibly triggering material and strong language. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the Ride the Rebellion podcast and Craft Show Digital. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only.
Hey, you. It's the Ride the Rebellion podcast, episode...
Yeah, we should go through and number them sometime.
I don't want to do that.
I don't either. I'll do it. No, I won't.
Welcome back to the show. Hey, it's another week. I hope you're alive and doing well. I guess you're alive if you're listening to this. With me, as always, is someone who barely made it out alive, Dale Boyd of Dale Boyd Overdose Management.
There's some jokes there, some not. I didn't really. I overdosed on fun, mother.
Dale's heroin problem since the last few episodes we've been talking about it.
It's running. That's my problem.
Yeah, no,
Running is my problem.
I'm totally kidding. Dale does not do heroin. It's crack, but it's fine. No, none of us do drugs. We're all very sober all the time. So today on the show, it's installment number 3 of Secrets of the Universe.
Yeah.
That is where we go through and select questions. Neither one of us know what the question will be. We write 3 each. We throw them into the world famous Secrets of the Universe pouch here. And then we draw a question and we must answer it. We'll do 2 questions, one for me, one for Dale. Again, we don't know what these questions are. I mean, Dale knows 3, I know 3, but after that, we have no idea. And then we will answer those. But before we get to that, I would like to formally present Dale Boyd of Dale Boyd Sports Management this here award for the ride.
Oh my goodness, we won this!
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, don't show
This
the
is
names
like an
because your name's not on it.
This is like an Oscar.
That is your award. It does say the ride. That
It
part
is sweet.
That part is accurate.
Heck yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, the ride that the film we made alongside Pat helped us on that.
Yeah.
Pat doesn't listen to the show, so it doesn't matter.
I think I feel like he secretly does, and he just like it's too punk rock to say.
What's
that
the
he
opposite of virtue signaling? Pat signaling?
What? Yes.
Sandbag signaling?
I was gonna say whatever he does is opposite of virtue signaling.
Yeah. So anyway, we won a while back. We won an international award. So that was in the sports category, sports and outdoor category. I think we were up against Mountain Research, Yeti, Coolers. Anyway, a bunch of big brands, and the ride came through, and that was a video we just decided to shoot in Ruston, Louisiana for the hub area, the whole thing up there. We made something super unique. We were just having fun with cameras. Toby helped produce that, and then Tori helped produce it, who was she basically paid us to be there, so for another reason, and we just did this as our own. So congratulations, you have a
that
Schlosker.
video. That is awesome, and that video is really, really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on our YouTube channel. It's called The Ride.
It's called The Ride,
and it is.
And it was not written by AI. I'm so tired of fielding that question.
Yeah, it was actually voiced over by Drew himself.
I slowed my voice.
It's actually good. I showed my wife, and my wife was like, "Is that Drew?" She's like, "What's he talking so slow for?"
Slowed it down, lowered the pitch. That's the way I could put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. And that was to win. So what people don't understand is going against other commercials or
this is
other
an international
videos.
award.
Yeah, internationally. They had huge, massive budgets. They had huge crews. It was me, you, and Pat.
Yeah.
Literally. And that's who was there filming, acting, setting up dollies.
Yeah, it wasn't just in fairness, so people understand, it was not just Pat and Dale acting. Pat literally, because Dale, you guys know by now, Dale does work. Pat physically shot shots.
Yes. Yeah.
Pat physically moved the dolly and helped learn how to set up a Dana dolly. Pat did the actual labor. The Dale already does, but Pat actually contributed on a big level. I think it's kind of cool that we win Addies with him, which is a local contest, American Advertising Federation. I'm a Baba Wawa, but the telly side of it and to get the physical trophy is always a nice plus. So we got a bronze. So we didn't first place it, but considering the competition, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Heck
So-
yeah, we put the Ruston, Louisiana on the map.
Yeah, boy.
internationally. That's right.
Well, we're going to
Maybe.
be back, so
Yeah.
just be prepared.
Okay, good.
Probably not riding bikes though.
Oh, wow.
I think they're like, you've exhausted our bikes.
Well, we can bring bikes.
Yeah, we'll still bring them. We'll still bring them. All right, on to the question segment.
Wait, I got one more.
Oh
thing.
yeah, Dale's got another announcement.
Huge announcement at the end of the episode. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. You're going to have to wait for
Huge.
this one.
Okay, we're gonna wait for this one. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's very huge.
I can't even imagine what it is. I'm sure it's Jankfest. Yeah,
That was a good guess.
I'm pretty stupid. All right, I'm opening my present.
All right, he get
Let's see
it.
what we
Digging
got
deep,
here.
digging deep.
digging deep, feeling around.
Could you get from the bottom of the? Can you pick
I
from the
just
bottom of the aquarium?
I squirreled them around. I moved them around. I can tell this is a Dale fold because it's perfect.
Bigger?
Listen, I went no because mine are just half-assed, just
Oh,
folded.
yeah.
Dale's are look at the look at the symmetry on this. It's pretty ridiculous.
I have a disease and it's not more cowbell.
It is definitely.
I'm digging around deep.
Oh my
and
god, what a
I'm
great question!
pulling this one out, and all right.
All right, so
Oh, look at that! I got one of yours.
oh look at that. What are the chances?
I don't
1
know,
in
we're doing
50.
Pretty good.
I mean 1 in 6. 50%.
We're good at math.
We can do the maths. All right. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first. Let's see it.
All right. So Dale's question, submitted by Dale.
Submit. Yeah. Hey, if you guys want some secrets of the universe answered, you know
I'd
how to
love it
submit-
if people gave us
Oh,
some
dude,
secret
give
of
us
the
some
universe.
answers.
I
Or
tell
some
you one
questions.
question I won't answer. I won't talk about kids riding bikes ever again.
Never.
Lesson learned. You guys are psycho weirdos.
No more.
Good
kids.
grief.
No
You
more
can't even
kid
talk about it.
conversation. No.
No, just if you're going to bring up children on this podcast,
I thought you were gonna say
they can be mine or Dale's.
I thought you were gonna say the one question I won't answer is if I'm male or female.
I'm both.
Or Pat, if Pat's male or female.
Oh,
If
no.
you get that
That's
call
a
back,
deep cut.
SNL,
How is
baby.
that not canceled?
That shouldn't be.
Bringing it back.
Yeah.
And we've never made that reference. I think he's too young.
I don't
If
know.
you no, it is because it's 94.
Mm.
Pat would have been 6. He was not watching
The best
SNL.
thing, if anybody knows what we're talking about, there was a SNL skit called "It's Pat,"
Yeah.
right? And the one thing I remember from this, every time I'm peeing and there's a window beside it, remember there, like at one point he's so basically the whole premise of it is the people are trying to figure out if Pat's a male or female, right?
Right.
And he's standing next to the window and pouring water in, and actually it's a female, right?
Yeah, Julia Sweeney.
Yeah. But she's pouring water into the toilet, and people are outside the window trying to figure out, like, oh my god, it's standing up to pee. It's a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really it's in today's day, I think it's funny. It doesn't offend. I don't think it's offensive to trans. I think it's more like just making fun of people in general. So who
Or
cares?
nosy people could be making fun of the nosy culture.
I also think it's about annoying people.
That's true too.
Like how many annoying people, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, I don't care what your gender is if you're
Mhm.
annoying.
Right.
You're just
And
annoying.
neither did Pat. Pat just went about the life.
It's Pat. Yeah. Anyway. All right. The question I got was, what is the greatest album of all time? And I can answer this as lickety split fast as humanly possible. For me, the greatest record of all time is Weezer's Blue Album. And I am not even a massive Weezer fan, but the Blue Album is probably the record that I can listen to the most. And then it got worse. Like growing up, I would listen to it a lot, but then it got worse with the kids because now they know they love that album and they know that
Mhm.
album as Dad's album. So
Has
like
a lot of hits.
it bangs. The
Mhm.
videos were good. Like Spike Jones at the video director at his absolute peak. I mean,
Right.
Buddy Holly, where they're in
Yeah.
whatever that show was, I can't think of the name of it now, with the Fonz. Then you have like even just the Sweater Song. That video's a one take.
Mhm.
People now that you understand what that means,
Yeah.
it's a oneer. It's wild. Like the stuff that he did with that stuff was wild. So I'm gonna have to say Weezer's Blue Album for me, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt.
I feel like people have lost the art of album making because
100%.
now singles sell, and most people are going to go on Spotify or something and just click one song, or
Yep.
they're not going to play the whole album. And a lot of times when we were growing up, you would buy an album and it would
On a cassette.
yeah, or a cassette, and it would tell a story throughout song of the whole. Like if you're
I mean-
listening to song number track 7, it goes with what track 2 started.
Yeah,
a lot of
I mean,
times.
in fairness, I think people like, maybe not her country. I think people like Beyonce, someone like these, not that she's old, but older artists that have been around, they still follow that process.
Yeah,
But
Taylor
it's,
Swift, I guess, probably does.
she very much does. Apparently, my kids told me her new record is like her life as a rock star.
You know,
Listen, you know what, Taylor Swift? Let me tell you something. Go fuck yourself. If you're going to write a pity potty story about being a fucking billionaire,
yeah.
that's what the world doesn't need.
You know
what you need to do? Give all your fucking money away, live poor, live on the street. Here's what I think you should do. Taylor Swift should
This is
go
100%.
undercover boss, put on some fucking makeup, stand on the side of the road with guitar case open, playing some fucking music and earning her way without her fame. Then all of a sudden, you know what? Taylor I still won't respect you. Taylor Swift, I still won't respect you, but I would pee on you if you were on fire.
Oh my God, R. Kelly. Listen, let me go ahead and tell you this. First of all, that was quite the rant. And Donald Trump said less about Taylor Swift and got canceled. So, wow. All I was going to say to add to that is, you know how bad that Divorce album's going to be?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be the most.
Well, it better be the best-selling album because she's going to have to recoup all of her prenup.
Oh, my God.
I bet she doesn't do a prenup. I bet you she just doesn't do it.
Oh,
She's
no.
like, I have more money than God.
You know what would have made that the greatest engagement of all time? If Travis Kelce retired the next day because she's got so much money and he's like, I don't need to play football anymore. I'm just going to be Taylor's husband.
I think she's probably got a contract agreement that not about Travis. What's his brother's name?
Jason.
There's a contract that says that she has control over Jason's. Oh, yeah, because that dude can get a little rogue.
Oh no, he's definitely. I'm adjacent to them now because of how much garage beer I've drank.
No joke.
Last year,
you kept them in business.
No, that's
so. Wait a second. That means you're fucking funding Taylor Swift, Dale Boyd. No, you are indirectly. No, that's how it goes. That's it.
Damn it,
Dale Boyd. Your cool points. Now that means the next video you have to make has to have a Taylor Swift song.
Okay, I'm not above it. Do you know how many views we'll get? Probably the most. It'll go viral.
I actually appreciate her. I appreciate her music. At the end of the day, she did earn her way. If you know her history, my joke is that she did play with the guitar case open. Like, she did earn her way to the top. And then the fact that she took her recordings back, for people who don't understand the way that works, is a big deal. So at the end of the day, I get it. I just wish that my kids didn't make me listen to it. Actually, my kids made me listen to K-pop Demon Hunter.
Well,
and that's even worse.
I feel like the weirdest thing about it is the people's attachment to it.
Yeah.
Like to Taylor Swift. And like they've put her such high on a pedestal that like she can do no wrong, first of all. And she just, having seen interviews with her, she was on New Heights, the Jason. And she's funny. Like, she's normal.
She's super. And
she's like trying to be like, listen.
She played Mobile.
Yeah. Well, she said that
in like a dinky bar.
The greatest thing that the NFL's starting soon. And she's like, I know all the NFL fans only want to see. And that's just more of me. And like laugh. Like, it's fun. She knows. She gets it. She's not. But I feel like her fan base is so rabid and crazy that. Like, my mom said that she was at work and her boss, which is a male in his 50s or 60s, breaks into her room and was like, oh my God, you won't believe it. Taylor and Jason are engaged. My mom's like, who?
Right.
You know, so it's like, and plus everybody found out because ESPN sent it out.
Yeah.
Like ESPN dropped it as an alert. Like, what?
Yeah.
We were just, it's weird. I guess there's always been those musical idols or sports icons that have transcended everybody thinks they know them. Tiger, Jordan, those kind of guys. Kobe. I mean, the Kobe death hit everybody really hard, even people that weren't basketball fans.
For some reason. What's weird though about when Kobe passed is like, I guess it hit. It probably wouldn't have hit as bad if he had died of like drugs or something else.
Because we've been like idiots.
Yeah. But he also died with his kid.
I know.
So then you're like, as a parent, and I'm an adult when it happens. We have that big 1650. This is how nerdy camera people can be. That's the size of a Pelican case.
Yeah.
The 1650 that we have has a Kobe sticker on it because we're like, we were shooting when it happened. It's just a memory type thing, but. Look, any of those levels, because the other podcasts we do, Tony likes to talk about when someone passes away, and obviously Hulk Hogan died, and Tony and I are both big wrestling fans. And though Hogan has done some really terrible shit, at the same time, like I look back at his entertainment, his personality, you don't have to like his personality. You don't have to like him as a real person. Fine, don't. But in terms of sports entertainment, which is weird to say, but in terms of that, he created an industry. Wrestling existed, but it did not exist the way it did until Hulk Hogan. And he did do a lot of charitable stuff, and he did do some other stuff as his character, right? So those things I appreciate, but it's sad because it's like part of my childhood. But he also had like a little bit of a dark past. So no pun intended. But
well, I mean, think about it. If our lives were under microscopes, we'd been canceled. We would.
They are because of this podcast. We're world famous in 3 states.
That is true. I have gotten some kickback or some feedback on things, and it's like, okay, cool.
You mean kidback?
Yeah,
we get a lot of kidback.
But you think about it, it's like, okay, well, we developed a platform, so we can say what we want. You can do the same thing, or you can be mad at us for saying.
I'll tell you how to do it. I can share with you the tools.
Actually, we'll produce it.
I don't know about that.
I will. I'll make some money.
Okay, Dale will produce $20.
Is $20, bro.
Listen, I want to start a podcast with my buddy at the gym named Patrick. He's in the military. We got to let him get out. He's wild. Like I told him, it was like the other day we were talking. He's like, I don't think I'd get in trouble. He's in the Guard now. He backed off a little bit.
When you say, I don't think I would get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Patrick, the problem is when you start telling the story, you just amp up more and more and more and more, and they get crazier and crazier, and they just walk the line of cancel all the time. Like he is in the gym, he's walking the line of cancel. He's so loud about it, and I love him to death, and that's what makes it great. But he has these really great stories, and then you take in, like, he'll tell the story, and it's funny or obnoxious. You're like, this dude is a total asshat. And again, we were talking about like crap. This is the guy that rammed Jeff Worley's mailbox, a friend of the show, but rammed it with his head and knocked it off. Like Patrick is literally a square. He's the biggest dude I know.
Oh, yeah.
And he just knocks it off with his head. And then Jeff's dad, and he's drunk as shit when he did it. Jeff's dad comes over with a box of nails and a hammer. Is like Jeff's dad is like a former spook. OSI. Yeah. His dad helped found OSI, which is the precursor CIA. And his dad comes over and he's like, I need you to go ahead and then reinstall my mailbox for me. He's the kind of like scary,
like casual.
Yes. He's
oh,
the
God.
So anyway, but Patrick's that guy, but he's telling me the story, and there's a lot of additional expletives in that and cancelable situations just to get through that story. Anyway,
It'd be like having Andy on.
Oh God, I can't wait.
Oh, dude, you remember Loveline?
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
With Dr. Drew.
Oh, no. Don't even drag me down. Don't even do it. Don't do it. All right. So, greatest album, what was yours?
I kind of have 2, and I probably don't even know the real name of them, but the Sublime album, I can just listen to it.
Which one, though?
The one not with the 40 Ounces of Freedom. Yeah, the Smiley Son one.
Yeah, the Smiley Son's a good record.
I don't know. Is it self-titled? I
think it might be.
What I Got.
Yeah.
But that album, front to back, you can listen to it. Anybody can, any day. It's a good summer song. It's good, you know. That album has.
Does that have the bam 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 the one that had the porn star in the video?
No, that one.
That's 40 ounces.
Yeah, it's on 40 ounces. Got it. It's got What I Got. It's got Pawn Shop.
Oh yeah.
It's got the Riot song.
Yep.
You know. April 26, 1992, that song.
Yeah.
That's actually the name of that song, I think.
Yeah.
But I love that album. And the other one is, I could listen to it anytime, and it's DMX, Blood of My Blood. And seriously, if you
is that the one with the Rough Riders?
Yes. Yeah. When you turn it on, like every song is just perfect. It goes with it. Yeah. And DMX is dead, RIP.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he's one of those guys that from a rap side, I bet his later career, like, because he hit a lull.
Mm-hmm.
So that album
struggle, it was because he was on super amounts of drugs.
Right. But I'm saying, like, his struggle after that, if he would have made it, I bet his future stuff would have been mind blowing. It's like there's a guy named Charlie Tuna that was in Jurassic 5, and Jurassic 5 was good.
Yeah.
But the struggle after, because somebody passed away in that, but somebody after that, Charlie Tuna goes out on his own, and his stuff solo is ridiculously more punchy.
Yeah.
Than his stuff like when he was in J5. So
yeah, and DMX started acting too.
He was good.
Cradle to the Grave. It was a good movie.
Yeah, but then he's in a weird one called Belly.
Yeah, Belly's weird.
Belly's weird. But that's an art house director. Like that is a very weird art. That's the same guy that made Gummo. You ever see that? About the rabbits? Ain't talking to you, rabbit.
That movie's kind of, those movies are super weird.
Really weird. Harmony Korine, I think, is who it is. He's a weirdo. He's like the same weirdo Todd Salons. Don't ever watch that guy's movies. Don't support a pedophile. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty simple one. Pretty not.
No, I liked it.
Not in depth.
It was good.
It was a good one.
Well, we got some rants out of it.
That's our typical. Wait, I gotta unfold this.
It's like that weird Christmas tradition. Is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
feels like to me.
All right. If government confirms aliens, does it change anything? Listen, do you want me to answer first?
Yeah.
Our trust in the government is probably so bad that we'll still call it a conspiracy theory. Like aliens being confirmed will be a conspiracy theory that aliens exist.
My theory is that they're going to announce the aliens at the very. So we're climbing the peak towards Epstein revealed, and right when we're about to get the climax of Epstein revealed, it'll be like, hey, there's aliens. Aliens, they're huge.
They're huge.
The biggest aliens, they're nice aliens, and it's going to hit that point, and it's going to be like, boop, and they're going to try, and then people will be like, no, we're still going to want Epstein answers. It doesn't matter that now the cosmos is way smaller, right? We're not alone in the universe. It's going to be the Epstein. I just think of it removing that side of it. I just always think that question's interesting if you consider the idea of like what implications will that have on society at that point.
Yeah,
because I don't mean like, I mean. Okay, if they're malevolent, or the malevolent aliens, why don't they just blow us the fuck up? So chances are they're not. So chances are, if they are in existence, that they're not here to just blow us. It seems like it'd be very simple. If they can travel across the stars or dimensions or whatever, they could do a lot more damage. So they're probably not. So then the question becomes like, okay, then why?
right.
And so then to me, it becomes a deeper sort of philosophical debate.
Well, my thought is, what if aliens are real and they're everywhere, but our egos have made them our size, and our egos made them think that they have to fly in craft.
Yeah.
They could be the size of larvae.
Yeah.
And they could be traveling.
You've used that word twice today.
Larvae?
Yeah.
Really?
You described oyster larvae.
That's what it was. I'm on the larvae bus. Come on, ride the larvae bus. It's the choo-choo train.
No.
So
that is so gross.
But no, think about it though. Like they could be anything. They could be living in the ocean that we can't explore.
They could be. We humanize them because that's how our brain processes.
Yeah.
They could just be blobs.
Right. They could be anything.
They could be blobs that don't have sound.
They could be this.
They could be wigs.
Yes.
And that means Star Trek, like the 1960s Star Trek with the Tribbles, was right. They're like little furry balls.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like our egos as humans don't let us understand that it could be something different.
Yeah.
It could be a different type of creature. It could be a different. We always associate them with the Greys or like two-feeted creatures walking around, and it doesn't have to be like that. I've listened to a lot of podcasts about it, and I'm not enamored by aliens or UFOs, but I tend to like the people I listen to are, so then it kind of puts me there. But like there's been a lot of recovery of craft or things that have metals that we don't have.
They say.
Right. But it's like, and I mean the Colonel Faber and those guys have had the Tic Tac videos and all that kind of stuff, and it's like it's crazy, but there's also like all of them, those videos, they're up in space with altitude or space. They're in the sky with altitude. It could be hallucinations. It could be anything. So
I just recently saw this video with it kind of sparked it. It was these guys from Corridor Digital. They're a YouTube channel, but they are a VFX team. They do huge movies, massive stuff. So they were showing UFO clips, and their little game is like debunk them, but not in like a scientific way. Normally it's more like, is this a VFX show? Because, so much crap can be done. And they're saying stuff that I would understand that maybe people that haven't dealt with VFX, like how would you track that? Like you can't really track a cloud, and that looks pretty good. And then, so they brought up two great points. One, they showed this one that was a triangle, and it was 3 dots in a perfect orbit, and it was out of an airplane window at night, and it looks like very convincing. Then they show 2 more, and these are called racetrack UFOs. And so they go through and they show these racetrack UFOs and how the lights are moving in a specific way. Well, to prove the point, they're like, none of those are UFOs. They're all satellites. So when the sun hits a satellite at an exact point, it reflects back and you can actually see it, right? So, but it literally is, the chances of it happening are very slim, and it's literally the sun shooting a beam like a reflector directly into your eyeball, right?
Oh, yeah.
So some dude developed a tool that shows it, and they synced the satellite path, the sun path. And so like you have this quad. And so down here, you have all the satellites moving. Up here, you show the sun path. And over here, they show the actual footage. And you can see 3 satellites converge and make a triangle in the perfect sunlight to create the bloom. And they went through and debunked every single one of them. And then the guy said the most poignant thing, like, that's complex. I wouldn't have known
Well,
about
that would explain why the sightings are usually in similar spots.
Correct. And also how they disappear. A lot of them are at night.
Yeah.
And we're talking about ground-based ones. It doesn't matter because sunlight doesn't decay that fast, right? So the reflection of light. So then they show one that's like an orb, right? And you're like, oh, it's a silver orb during the daytime. And they're like, well, if it was a UFO and was flying around that much, why did it cut?
Yeah.
Why don't we have an hour-long video of it? Because it's a balloon. So they cut it right before the balloon. It's revealed to do balloony things. Like, it's not flying like a balloon. And then the back half of the video, it is a balloon.
Right.
And then they cut. So it's like, again, I'm not saying we're alone in the universe, but like, I don't think what we see on the daily basis is at all UFO based. I think, and truly, I think what we see on the daily basis is more those things, anomalies of man,
right,
that use science to explain them. But should they ever show up, I don't think it's going to be, to your point, they could be any shape or form.
Right.
They could be any size. I don't think it's going to be like what we have caricatured over time.
Well, and I've heard the theory that like we are just a petri dish for aliens.
Yeah.
Like we're in their like little cage.
Yeah.
Like we're an ant farm.
Yeah.
Like, cause they said when we started testing nuclear weapons and stuff, and alien sightings went through the roof. It's like, well, yeah, you're putting nuclear stuff in the atmosphere. Who knows what's going on?
They're like, wait. The monkeys have figured out something new.
Yeah, and then they're like, hold on, we got to go control this real quick.
Well, there's another side of it too, which is it comes down to a lot of the alien concept. The most interesting pieces to me are some of this ancient alien type shit where we start getting into. So there is, I forget the number. What do we have? Is it 46 or 40? No, 42 or 46, whatever. But one of our chromosomes has been capped off. So like, meaning that there was a mutation that happened at some point in man's history that they don't yet understand how this chromosome happened to have this cap on either end. And it looks like an X, right? So each end of the X was capped off. Okay. That could be that if we are in fact, I was talking to Matt about this the other day, but it could be that if we are in fact seeded, meaning we were placed here and we were grown in the petri dish of the universe. Okay, cool. That brings more information into the conversation of like it being scientifically plausible, because history shows that people have talked about, like, whether it's biblical and you talk about in the fires in the sky, the flaming chariots, or if it's even old history where you have drawings of it, like even further back.
Yeah.
Who knows? But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So until they show up, and if they're pissed off and they just wipe us all out, like, I think about this.
We won't know anyway.
Yeah, you won't know. What do you care?
Right.
I just don't need them to be like the quiet place, because I'll die first. I talk so fucking much. There's no way I can be quiet.
I know. I'll be like, hey, that. Fuck.
Yeah, be done.
Well, the only reason I don't want them to exist, to be completely honest, is I'm really not down with the anal probe stuff.
I don't think that's real. I think, listen,
I think that it's people.
I got a cross theory.
Okay,
that's Epstein stuff.
It's people that got drunk and they were like, dude, I got anal rape, but I don't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
Aliens.
It's Epstein stuff. And Diddy.
Aliens. And
I made a Diddy joke the other day.
Dude,
and no one got it.
We got we got Diddy, Epstein, and R. Kelly on this episode.
And we worked them all in.
And Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift, big conspiracy. The only thing we're missing is Tupac being in the Illuminati.
No,
that's Jay-Z.
What was there was one that somebody said back in the day that they spotted Tupac, Dale Earnhardt, and Elvis all living on an island together.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like, oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Did you see that Snoop Dogg got canceled?
Well, for what? I mean, how could
he didn't want to take his kids to go see some movie because it had a lesbian relationship or something.
How can you cancel Snoop at this point?
I mean, he's also ancient.
Yeah.
Talk about ancient aliens.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be canceled.
I hope Men in Black is real, because it would explain Michael Jackson.
And that's where I get my theory about they don't have to be human.
Right.
Think about it. The pugs, they're ruling the world and we don't even know it. Pug power.
Good Lord.
I'm trying to be on their good side, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to kiss ass to AI.
AI is probably actually, Elon is alien. That's how we know.
No, he's an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally is an alien.
He's ruling.
He's from South Africa.
Oh,
this show couldn't get any stupider.
It might get canceled.
I mean, I could.
No, we got canceled already.
We've already been canceled 3 times. All right. So Dale's big announcement.
Oh, Jank Fest.
Yeah.
December
Yep.
5th through the 7th.
Yep.
It's gonna be fire.
And as we always say,
A fire because you're gonna be cold.
yeah, probably. As we always have said, we don't know the status of the bike property that we refer to as the Rebellion, or the Reb for short. We don't know the status of that. So this could be the very last one held in that location.
Mm-hmm.
So it is one of those things like, if you want to go, then really all you got to do is just send an email and say, like, I want to go. I mean, it's not really, there's no real major complexity. If you show up and you're a douche nozzle,
You're gonna be asked to leave.
you will be asked to leave.
I reached out to somebody yesterday that confirmed they're coming, and I was like, I was gonna explain it to her what it is, but I was like, there's really no explanation.
Yeah.
Like, you can't explain what it is. It's just a bunch of shit showy things going on with bikes involved.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. And there's water.
It's only like 30% bike.
That is true. We have primitive camping. We got a porta potty, and there is a hose.
And there's hose.
Yeah, there's hose of water. Yeah, it's a
this year we're hoping to increase the female audience because I'm not letting go of my joke with Skankfest.
Last year we had like 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
I don't know. Man, I was about to get canceled. I had a joke queued.
Yeah, probably not.
That'll be an off.
We'll say that at
We'll say that. We'll say yes, we will. I have a plan.
So since for those of you that came in the last 2 years, the first year it was rainy the whole time. Nobody left, Chase. And the other day,
duck. It's duck.
It was raining.
And ducks can't swim?
Yeah. He should have
like water off a duck's back.
So the first year it rained. Last year was kind of cold, but the weather was perfect.
Yeah, it was good.
And
Taco Pizza happened.
Taco Pizza happened on Friday night. The thing that Jank Fest is not a race. Jank Fest is nothing. There is events there that you speed down the hill and
let me say one thing though. I would argue that the majority of races, unless you're a professional, the majority of races are forgotten as soon as you get in the car to leave.
Absolutely.
Right. The thing about Jank Fest that makes it completely different, that although there is a very small competitive angle, right?
Very small.
Tiny, opposite of huge. We do remember who wins. And it does matter in that sense of like passing the torch the next year, because it is an important, like Toby won the first year, couldn't race year 2. Kevin won year 2. So like Toby had to pass the torch to Kevin. Yeah. So the same tool has been passed around from person to person. And I think if we do have enough, if we
the skank of the jank,
that's what I'm saying. Like we could have the skank of the jank, and that person, all you got to do is show up in a bikini.
Well, so I even said last year to on your point, before the race was starting, I stood up on the thing and said, listen, no one really cares where you finish. It's not about that. Nobody gives an F who wins. Like, it's about having fun. It's about like the camaraderie of it. And everybody there knows each other now, or they're getting to know each other. And the things that we have discovered that have changed the Southeast mountain bike scene from Jank Fest, we hope that it continues. Like that's the joy of it. Like getting people to come ride what we built is cool, but getting people to get to know each other is even more cool. Yeah. Cooler. Whatever. But
it is also one other thing. We have never asked for money.
Yeah, we've
asked for donations. If you feel like it, when you're so inclined, and we had a lot of people year 1 and year 2 throw money back to us. We pay that out of our Reb dues, if you will, and that will continue until such point that we can't. So like anybody that shows up, if you feel like throwing us $5, $1, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to do anything. But it is always appreciated, because it's kind of like, hey, thanks. We paid out of pocket, and it is a nice thing. Some people gave prize support. Jody and Toby both gave prize support both Jank Fests. No, Jody wasn't at one.
Yeah, he was at one.
Was he? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they didn't stay there though. They left a lot. Like they left.
They stayed at a hotel.
Yeah. But point is, we had pride support from both of those guys, so that's the other thing too.
So this year we have built some new stuff that no one's ridden hardly. I mean, we've ridden it, obviously, seen tons of videos of it. But we have new stuff that we've talked about like doing with the race, new stuff that we've talked about doing with events, new trails to ride. Everything's going to be a little bit different, but still the same. So
Yeah.
we're pretty excited about it. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it usually is. It ends up being
And I mean, it's not, it's 30 to 50 people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess that's probably about accurate.
well, I mean, there is a capacity
Yeah.
because
Once
the road can only take so much.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have that to deal with. But that's all stuff that's there. It again, you can come ride, and the riding part is fine. Come say you got to ride the Reb, cool. Not many people do, but you got to say you rode the Reb. But the bigger part is the literally watching the connections that have happened, where two different states have connected together, and more the things that have blossomed from it, the relationships, the friendships, the camaraderie, the competition, whatever it may be. There's so much that comes from it. You don't even have to ride.
Mm-mm.
That's the bigger part.
No, we've
Jank
had plenty
Fest,
of people there just
yeah.
hanging out.
You can just jank in the woods,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't matter. Like, it is literally just hang out. If you happen to ride a bike, you have something to talk about. If you're one of those people, I mean, I love it when people come up to me and want to talk about tech, and I'm just like, I don't care. I don't know.
Talk to Jody. He's
Talk to Jody.
He's got the bike shop.
Yeah,
there.
and he will gladly go over it. But it is a really unique experience that I think is sort of lost in events because they get too corporate. I think they get lost in events because they get too structured. I think things get lost in events because it's more about somebody's ego down the road looking at numbers, and ours, we don't really even care.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, we're going to do
if
it either
there's
way.
going to be 10 people there, we're still having Jank Fest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we've had many Jank Fests with not many, but many
Miniature.
MINI
Not huge.
with like 4 people, 5
Yeah.
people. That was just as fun.
Yeah.
So it's we'll see. And if you ever have seen somebody with a Jank Fest shirt on, they were there. So talk to them and ask them, because the only people that have Jank Fest shirts were people that attended.
Yep.
And I've had, Jody has told me, like people have come up to him and be like, dude, I was there too. Like
Yeah.
it was just a random, he
Yeah.
didn't recognize him or didn't meet him there. But so it's cool. You never know what you're gonna what's gonna happen. There's always been a story or 5 that comes out.
Yep.
You never know what you're gonna get to ride, or if you're gonna get to ride it ever again.
That's also very true. And also, just a pro tip: don't ride on Sunday.
Has
Jennifer.
Jennifer's shoulder. R.I.P.
Yeah, we also take donations
Collarbone.
of bone.
Yeah, the bone.
Oh, I feel
Yeah,
so bad for her.
That sucked. But there's also another couple things going on. Jody will have a tool school at Bogue Chitto, September 6th and 7th. He's doing 2 days, and it's a suspension. So to the day 1 suspension, you're going to get maintenance, how to maintenance it, how to do it. Day 2 on Sunday, you're going to get to set it up and ride it. So that's pretty rad. If your suspension needs
We went through it,
yeah,
and it was a massive help.
awesome.
It changed
Yeah.
a lot. Like the little tweaks that, shout out to Phil Wilborn, the little tweaks that Phil and Jody did to my bike made a humongous difference.
Mhm.
And I mean, I saw results immediately. You can feel them pretty quick, but I physically started seeing a shift in my riding. I think it's one of the best things that we've done. We had a private one out at the Reb.
Mhm.
It was one of the best things that we've done. It was fantastic, worth every penny, just to get things in that way, and to have Jody with all this knowledge get to dump it on you in a way that's not.
He's not
For some people,
selling
it's not intimidating.
it. Yeah.
It's very approachable, and it's kind of like there were guys there that knew all this crap, like the poo. But then there's other people that, like, I know the basic fundamentals, but Jody does have a very good gift of like breaking it down for absolute stupid heads like me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great.
Yeah, and I think that if your suspension needs service, which I promise you it probably does,
Yeah.
this is a great way to do it. You're going to
Yep.
pay for the suspension service anyway. Why not just go pay the same price you're going to pay for the service? Pay him, go to the tool school, do it yourself,
Right.
and you're getting it serviced, and then you get to learn how to set it up. So to me, that's awesome. And while that's going on, if your wife wants to come, Mish from BTR is also going to do her own. It's called Bikes. It's Basic Instruction Knowledge Essentials. So she's going to do that and hers is totally free, but it's for women only.
Yeah.
So if you're a lady and you're there at the park, and we know that the Norba folks have set up a pretty sweet the last ladies have set up a nice women's riding community over there. So if you're part of that, jump over there and check that out, because that'll be pretty awesome.
And it again goes back to what we talked about with Amber, is if these events exist and you don't go, don't be mad when those events don't exist anymore.
Sure.
You've got to support the community on that
Mhm.
level of it. So the fact that this one gives you a 2-for-1 works out pretty well. There's not a ton of other stuff outside of, let me rephrase that. There's a lot to do in Tangipahoa Parish, Tangi. There's a lot to do in that area. There's a fantastic coffee shop that's also a horse. It's all horse thing. Giddy Up. That's it. Great little spot, not that far. So like if you finish and your spouse is still in the or your partner's still in the setup school, whatever, the suspension, there is stuff to do a little bit in town.
Mhm.
Not a ton, but there's some. And again, there's enough to do there. You can make a fantastic day, 2 days out of it. So it's well worth the travel on that side.
I'm trying to look up right now to announce also. Okay, so also at Bogchitto, October 3rd through the 5th is the Roller Coaster of Love.
Yeah, always a good
We've
time.
been there. Yeah, we've been there for the last 2 or 3. I guess this might be 3 or 4 years. Maybe 4. I don't know. We've been there every year. We go every year. I'm planning on going again this year. Toby announced yesterday that the Trio Behind Bars is coming back. If you guys, they come every year. We've kind of watched these kids grow up. I always get to be one of the guest judges for the jump off, which is always, it's humbling for me.
Backflips are
the turn down of Rampage.
Yeah.
It's humbling
Shout
for
out
me,
Todd.
but it's also like late in the day and I've had a few beverages. So if you just make me laugh, I'm going to give you a prize. So,
yeah.
But those kids, we've watched them from, this 3 years now. And they went from just a couple of kids riding around in a Sprinter van to now Weston, the youngest one, is probably, I'm going to say he's probably one of the best slip style kids in the world right now. Like,
right.
And that's not even a joke. Like went to the Cam Zink Invitational, wins it, went to the Reese Wilson Invitational, gets all these honors. Like he is going to be the next great slope style mountain biker. And he's only like 10.
Yeah.
So he's not even old enough to compete in Crankworks or anything like that yet. So if you guys want to see him on a like ground floor level, this is the best way to see it. He's him and his brother both, Wes and Cam, they both just ride around all day long, and they're super nice kids. They've hung out with us quite a few times in the tent, and they're just little park rat kids. Like they travel the United States and they just ride their bikes. And this is a level of mountain bike that you're not going to see anywhere else.
100%.
It's a traveling circus at this point because it's amazing. Like it's incredible. He is, both of them. I mean, I feel like Cam gets brushed under the rug sometimes, but he's equally as talented, as incredible as Weston is. And I give all the props to him because they are actually grinding. These kids are grinding and they're riding every day. They're entertainers now. So, like having been an athlete, like you don't understand the amount of work it takes to be that good, and the amount of ups and downs they have to go through, and living in a Sprinter van with their mom, dad, and their little sister, which she's probably going to be the next big thing too, because she's pretty rad. But
it is one of those things. So just a reminder, we do support kids, just cool ones. Oh, I don't give a shit. What are they going to do?
I mean, those kids are.
It's an adult podcast, kids.
If
they're listening to it, you just got the secret sauce. Like man up and or woman up or person up or whatever you are. Like be your thing and just put in the work. That's all we're saying.
Another thing that's pretty freaking rad.
Also trail work.
Yeah, their dad always gives back to Bogchitto whenever they come. Like he makes a huge donation to Toby, and like he understands the work, and for those kids, they're not from BC, they're not from Whistler, they're not from Colorado, they're from freaking Florida.
Yeah, Orlando or something. Right?
Yeah, like the middle of nowhere, Florida. And so like those kids have done it, man, and like you want to see it just progress. And I'm happy and humbled to at least been a small, tiny little bit a part of their journey.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff.
By judging them. Does that make me a part?
I mean, yeah. Whatever you need to claim it to be.
Well, I mean, it was really funny. Actually, Cam was sitting there trying to do a 360 tail whip, and I'm standing there drinking a beer, like watching him. And it was before the jump off, and there was only like a couple of people over there. And he comes over and he's like, "Dude, I just can't get it." And I was like, "Man, you're just not throwing your hips enough, and you're not spinning enough." And then he rides back off. He's like, "I think you're right." And he rides back off, and the guy standing next to me, I think it was Chris Pennington. Shout out Chris, but maybe not Chris. But so I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, it just seems like it was good. And Cam just goes, does it, lands it. And he's like, thank you, dude. That was right. And I'm like, I can't even wheelie. Like, what the fuck? But whatever. I mean, sometimes you just have to instill confidence in somebody that has the skill already.
That's called coaching.
That is called coaching. My
That
friend.
is called coaching.
Enable them.
Enable.
Yeah.
Enable.
Enable.
But by doing it, you enable them. You make the ability in them.
I give them the.
I'm a coach.
Coach. All right, coach.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Rad Rebellion Podcast. Just remember what Dale Boyd says.
Get to Jank Fest.